हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द चैनल। अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो काइंडली इसको सब्सक्राइब करें, आपको वीडियो पसंद है तो उसको लाइक करें और इस तरह ही हमारे चैनल से जुड़े रहें और साथ निभाएं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। फास्ट बॉलिंग की जब भी बात होती है तो आपके जितने बड़े बड़े टीयर में फास्ट बॉलर्स आते हैं वो कॉलिन क्रॉफ्ट, एंडी रॉबर्ट्स, माइकल होल्डिंग, पैट्रिक पैटरसन, जोल गार्नर, इमरान खान, लिली थॉमसन, वकार वसीम, ब्रैटली, शोएब अख्तर, ये सारे एक्सप्रेस पेस बॉल, डेल स्टेन, ये पेस बॉलर से इम्पैक्ट था, इनका खौफ था। एंड you name it, they had what it takes to be a fast bowler. Then there was the guys like Glenn McGrath and so on. Glenn McGrath had a great impact on the game as well. Today I'm going to talk about one legend of the game who is going to play his last test match at Lord's. That is Jimmy Anderson against West Indies. Jimmy Anderson, what a player, what a career. Played over 187 test matches and taken 700 plus wickets and still bowling very well. From Forest County, I think for Lancashire he has taken 7 for 37 in the last county game. So this speaks volumes about the skill of the guy, and he's still a potent force when you're playing in the English conditions. Leg cutters of Jimmy Anderson and those new ball in swingers with the seam have been his hallmark. Jimmy Anderson is going to play his last test match, in the next, I think in a couple of days, the test match is going to start at Lord's. He's finally decided to call it a day and hang his boots. अपने बारे में थोड़ा बताते हुए, he is a very, elegant guy. फास्ट बॉलर्स वाले इसमें वो जरासीम नहीं थे जो कि इंटरमीडिएट लोगों को करता, बट हिज बॉल बॉय did it talk. It really did talk actually. वो बड़े बड़े कटर्स मारता था, बड़े इन स्विंग आउट स्विंग. He had all in his armory. When the reporters asked him, what do you think about finally hanging your boots, and what is it like? He was pretty simple. He said, it is all sinking pretty well with my system, and I've been feeling great over the last week or so. And I finally decided to call it a day because I can still continue playing for the next year and a half or 2 years. But then again, at the age 42, there had to be a time when I had to call it a day. So what better than calling it a day at Lord's and playing well for the country? ऐसे प्लेयर्स सदियों में आते हैं. Jimmy Anderson has stayed fit. I can take you guys back to 2003 when he made his international debut against, probably he was playing against Pakistan in the World Cup that was held in South Africa, which was eventually won by Australia, and India's runners-up team में आई थी. Jimmy Anderson ने 21 years के over 21 years of his career span पे he has taken wickets all around the world. In Ashes, he's had his impact. Ashes se hat ke, all the series that have been played in England or elsewhere in the world, Jimmy had his charm, his presence, and his skill at disposal of all the England captains. He has played with at least 4 generations of players. People who played before with him, have retired way back in the times. Fast bowler in those days when he would hit the age of 30, he was already history. But Jimmy made it count. Or this is just to pay homage to that guy, his skill, his ability. He still has ability and still is fit, which speaks volumes about his commitment to the game. Jimmy Anderson फिर नहीं पैदा होगा. Jimmy Anderson is finally going to say goodbye, like all the great things have to come to an end. But उसका जो absence है English team में, it's going to leave a huge void in the team, because you would still not find, yes, there were Simon Jones, there was Harmisons, there were Stuart Broads and everyone of the likes. Darren Goff भी उनका एक bowler था, Andy Caddick. But इस लड़के ने जो टीम को contribute किया ना, it speaks volumes. और उसने कहा कि यार, I have been very fortunate to have had the opportunity to represent my country for over 180 times in test matches. उसने वनडे क्रिकेट भी खेली, T20s में भी उसने अपना रोल प्ले किया. He was a little handy of a batsman later in his career. लेकिन Jimmy Anderson जो है ना will be missed for the times to come. वो अभी भी शायद it is yet to be decided, would this be his final first class game, this test match, or would he still be playing for his county for another season or so? It is yet to be seen. But here is the salute to the guy, the person, the personality, the fast bowler who has mesmerized the entire world through his amazing swing bowling. And when he used to swing, when he does swing the ball, there is no one who can swing it as good as Jimmy does both ways. Leg cutters and those in swinging balls. He didn't need the ball to reverse necessarily. When he burst into the scene, he was pretty quick. I remember he was clocking 140, 45, 146, 90 mph को भी touch करता था. But more than his speed, it was his skill that bamboozled the batsmen all around the world. So, from our end, from our side, being from a country who has, to whom he was never nice to with ball in hand. But then again, Jimmy Anderson, thank you so much for your contributions towards the game of cricket, and you will be remembered in the times to come. It's not only about the record that you broke, it was the impact that you had on English cricket and the world cricket overall. Thank you so much for your time.